Calico Kate, and this is my messy craft room. This is Friday Sews. Oh, what a minute. As I was setting up my camera, I pulled my arm that holds my camera too much. The entire shelf fell off, and I had these tiny little flat surface beads in an antique milk bottle that doesn't have a lid. They're everywhere. I have ephemera everywhere. I have a mess everywhere, and if you're not doing anything, come on over and help me clean this mess. Oh well, I haven't been using that desk as much as I've been using the sewing machine, so maybe Monday, if I haven't done it before, Emerson will be here and help me. Yeah, because Emerson's gonna owe me. Yesterday, I got some scraps out, and I made her baby doll some little bitty diapers. All I have left is to put the Velcro on them, like I do with these, in case you have any little girls that like, it can be a neighbor if you just want to make some, and you just sew Velcro on. I do the sew on so they don't stick to everything in the toy box, because we all know the diaper bag I made her is not going to be where these all end up. A few years ago, I made her diapers and little burp cloths, and out of felt, a little wipes and a little case to stick them in. I got it all on Pinterest. Don't think I came up with all of it. And anything I could think of, a new mom needed in her diaper bag. Emerson is a big dolly person and Barbie dolls. And I am not going to start making Barbie doll clothes. I don't care who tells me they're fun. I'm not going to do it. I'll buy them, but I'm not going to make one. Fortunately, her cousin, who's now 14, was huge into Barbie dolls. And when she didn't want the Barbie dolls and all of that, she passed them to Emerson. So, you know, those drawers, plastic drawers that slide out, she has those full of Barbie doll clothes. So I'm good. But anyway, these fit an 18-inch baby doll. And I just took remnants of fabric that my pattern would fit on. I use this for the pattern. It's not perfect by any means. And I sewed these in probably an hour, cut and sewed these in an hour. Sewed them, turned them right side out, except for this one I forgot and I left it. I mean, they are doll baby clothes. So I did that yesterday. And yesterday, you know, I'm trying to get better at making these little pouches. Well, my sister Nancy saw one that was real grungy browns and all of that, and I loved it. So I decided to try making one yesterday, because I'm going to keep it for myself. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. And I used this fabric, that little plaid, to sew it on. I've got some Tim Holtz fabric on it. I've got some vintage fabric. And then on the one she sent me, it had yo-yos clear across, but I just made a little cluster of them just to be more mine, and it was a lot of fun. Now, I did a lot of zigzagging, like here and here. I did zigzag. I zigzagged all around my fabric because I knew this cotton was going to ravel. And like I said, it's grungy. So I don't care that my my zigzag shows. And I was doing white because I wanted my fabric, my lines across to show. And I widened them so that they'd look more like burrow stitch. But I wasn't going to burrow stitch all that because I wanted to practice the zipper part. So the mistakes and the grunge, I don't mind. However, I'm concerned about this part. I've used my pinking shears to get any that I could, but I'm worried about eventually this getting caught in the zipper. So if you have any suggestions, I don't have a serger, so that's not an option because I don't have room for one anyway. I'm finding a string that's loose already. But I put inside it ticking, but when I did that, and this is where I mess up a lot, I did it the wrong way, and I have trouble with that directional thing. I even have a picture Nancy made when we did mine. I even have a video I watch, and I still mess up on that. But practice and it'll get better. So if you have any suggestions on what I can do besides zigzagging pinking shears so that it doesn't unravel, please in the comments let me know, because this was a lot of fun, I have to say. And I'd still give it as a gift because I wanted it grungy, and the person I may send it to likes that grunge too. Remember when I was cutting out my fabric, I had all those strips of fabric that I was going to sew together? Well, way back, I sewed them together, and I just put them in my drawer of pre-cut fabric that I cut out on that video. Well, I decided a few weeks ago, well, not a few weeks ago, I guess it was Monday, Emerson brought up the baby doll that the diapers fit, and she was just laying there on the couch, and I thought that poor baby needs a blanket. So I took the biggest one. I found scraps big enough, but it wasn't big enough, so I just sewed it together. That doll's not going to care. Neither is Emerson. And I made the doll a blanket. So Emerson and Jackson are going to be here Monday, and I'm going to have them all to myself. Don't have to share with anyone. We can do anything we want to do, and I'll probably give them to her because that will keep her busy and out of Jackson's hair. Monday, when they were here, she had a dance recital that night. She was so excited. I had to make her sit in a chair twice to calm her little body down. She wasn't bad. She was just so excited. And Monday, and the two of them like to wrestle. I was afraid one of them would get hurt, and she had that recital, you know. So we came up and they jelly painted. Yeah, that really calmed them down. And then I got out canvases and they played on those. But I need to come up with something for Jackson now. I don't know what. He's not going to want baby doll. But I did think about, I have some denim and some green, and I thought maybe I could make him a road, and then some patches when he plays with his tractors to use as grass. We'll see if I get there. Or I may let him design it and sew it himself. He'd love that too. with that same fabric strips, I made pot holders. And I mean, who wants a pot holder like this? They're just gonna go down in the drawer. This one turned out pretty well. This one I thought Emerson would like as a pillow. You know, it's long rectangles. I thought she might like that for her doll. We'll just put it on that pile. And then I'm just gonna stick these in the drawer. This one I think this one I could put in the welcome bag baskets for my veterans. I still have this pile to make bags out of. That's not. To make bags out of. So, we'll see what I get done this week. I just want to practice until I get that inside figured out. What else have I made? Well, today I'm delivering Chief's pot holders for Danny's son for his stocking. And I was commissioned to make those 3 towel toppers for Christmas towels, and they're downstairs by my purse so I don't forget them, but I'll put pictures in. I've done a lot of upcycling, and if you saw the video I made yesterday that came up, no, Wednesday, I think, that came up on Wednesday, you heard me talk about it. And I've made scarves. I don't have anything up here. Made this vest out of a Canta quilt. And I just cut holes for the sides, and when this falls, you don't see it. And then I made a neckline. I then sewed it 2 or 3 times in order to keep it from raveling. And then it already has this on the bottom. So please tell me whether or not I need to sew that. Right now, I don't think I do. But as time goes on, I may, but you can tell me whether or not it'll look better. I did this so the seam was on the outside because I wanted to see that red. Up here, I didn't care, but I thought it added to have that red showing. So, do I need to sew this up and show that red? I'm zigzagging with variegated thread. Or, tell me if I need to do something different. Or do I not want to do that? I've put a sweater and denim together. Put it on. I'm going to go have lunch with Danny. And I just don't like it. The sweater stretched. And now that I've got it sewn, I cut the denim. And so the buttons made it a little bigger. But then the sweater stretched, and I don't know what to do. I used jersey needle. I did zigzag. I don't know what to do not to make the knit of the sweater stretch. Can I take those stitches out, or will that ruin the sweater? Please let me know. Everything else I've made, I've been good with. I had an old jersey sheet I started with, and I took one of the shirts I had and I traced around it and the jersey, and I just put little hearts on the corner of it. And it's worn. I mean, it's for at home. But my sister said, and I thought this was good advice to any new project you do, expect to throw the first one away. So that's why I use the old jersey sheet. I can wear it around home. I do like it because up here it's cold, but it's thin enough. It's like a long sleeve or a 3/4 length sleeve t-shirt. so I can wear it around the house and do stuff and not get hot. So I've just kind of been playing. I asked in the video Wednesday, and somebody did say they'd like to see some of the stuff. I've made some scarves, just plain. Will I ever wear them? I don't know. I may or may not, but it's all clothes I'm not wearing anyway, or fabric that are scraps. So I have nothing lost in any of this. This was a blanket. You know, yeah, I used it, but I can use a blanket on me too. So there you go. So I've just been playing. Good days, bad days. Good days I play. Bad days I may stay home. And the arthritis with this weather in my hands is really, I'm sure you guys know all about it. So I haven't done much knitting or slow stitching because it hurts. So I don't. But life is good. Tomorrow on Saturday, because we never know how long this will take to upload. Emerson's got her second recital. It's her company one. She's on a competition team. So she'll be in that. So we'll be going to Keokuk there. Probably get our last stock up of groceries. After Christmas, we'll be heading to Florida. So we want to use a lot of the stuff we've already bought and just get mainly the staples that we need. And other than that, that's life here on the farm. Goats are having some babies. Husband's out all day. I'm going to town to eat some lunch with the girlfriend. Life is good. So for Calico Kate, this is Friday Sews. And always remember, you have a purpose. Bye for now.